Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the Bookit Sports community and around the world. We got another episode of the Morning After for you today. And guess what? Somebody almost grabbed me my broomski. We were this close.
So close.
But a Phillies live bet put the kid in quail, whale, piss, urine. Which is just unfortunate because I shouldn't be chasing live bets is the problem. Shouldn't be chasing live bets is the problem.
Yep.
But we chased the live bet with the Phillies. Moo shit. Just want to give a round of applause really quick. If you were tapped in the past 2 days, what did I say? I said it for 2 days straight. Real Madrid by any means. It was Real Madrid by any means. Holy Joselu masterclass.
And you got past the
Holy Joselu masterclass. Holy shit. Holy shit.
And you got past the final boss.
Literally 2 goals in the 90th minute. In the 90 minutes extended.
Yeah.
Insanity. Insanity.
That was incredible.
Insanity. And now you get Jude Bellingham playing against his old team in London. Does it get any better than that?
No.
Does it get any better than that?
I don't think it does.
Marco Reus, final chance at a Champions League trophy before he finally departs from Borussia Dortmund. It's going to be one of the greatest Champions League finals of all time. I literally cannot wait.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
And I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet.
What do you think about the one-game final?
I think it's tough, but I love it.
I think it's cool, but I don't think it makes sense for how the rest of the tournament's set up.
I think it does because now it's the culmination. You got to win.
Yeah.
You got 2 chances to get there. Now you're there. You got to win.
Yeah.
It's like it gets up to veteran mode. You know what I mean? Like you got to win. The Knicks are incredible. Jalen Brunson, I've said it all playoffs. He's literally inevitable. Like when he is on, you cannot stop him. When he wants to go get a bucket, you cannot stop him.
And he's hurt.
And he's hurt.
Yeah.
Incredible. Mitchell Robinson out. Now possibly OG Anunoby. That hamstring did not look good.
No, it did not.
And I'll tell you what, when they say a heavy pull,
yeah, that means
that shit went up into his ass.
Yeah.
Because that thing is snapped. And I don't know if he's going to play in game 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And honestly, if I'm the Knicks,
might be better if they can get out of the series and have him like fresh for the next.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If I'm the Knicks, I would hold him out game 3 and 4.
Yeah, I think
and
so,
say, all right, we dropped 2 games, put more minutes on Precious, who by the way played phenomenal. Put more minutes on Miles McBride, and we get him back for game 5, 6, and 7. We go win it.
I think that they could win without him.
I think so too. I think it'd be much harder, dude.
Yeah, I think they go up 3-1 though after they go on the road at worst. I
think we underestimate how much he does.
No, I know. I'm not saying that he doesn't do anything, but I'm saying I think they can get 1 without him.
But I mean, I think when we watch them in game 3, if he doesn't play, you're gonna be like, oh wow, they really miss OG.
That was also in game 3. Yeah, they probably will. I mean, he is a do-it-all player, right? Dante
DiVincenzo's completely stepped up and turned into fucking Steph Curry, though, and I love it.
Yeah.
Josh Hart is what Draymond Green wanted to be his whole career.
That 3 points attempted was fucking air.
Dude, air.
He had 12, I think, right?
Air,
yeah.
Dude. I ended up taking his points with a Radfuck Kachuk, half a point. There were 6 goals scored. He didn't get a point and got ejected for mauling.
That was crazy.
Mauling.
That was crazy.
I mean, that was just insane. Before we move to what in the world, do you have an apology for the people?
What do I have to apologize?
You sold the 16. 2 of your legs sold.
Yeah, 2 of them sold it. Yeah, I apologize, I guess. What do you want me to do about it?
The White Sox? We faded the White Sox.
Yeah, they fucking won, of course. They get their 10th win of the season or whatever. 9th.
Josh, I was upset.
That was upset.
I got DM'd a couple times.
The A's won.
I'm not going to lie.
The ugliest one hit.
I'm not going to lie and act like I got 1,000 DMs, but I got at least 3 that were like, I need an apology from Josh. So I just thought I'd come up here and get there.
All right, fine. I apologize. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's fine. Wow. I do want to talk about really quickly the Panthers series. I mean, when they went down 1-0, I put out a funny tweet, or I tried to put out a funny tweet. What up, TK? And what up, everyone in chat? What up, people in the YouTube chat? What up, people in the Twitter chat? What up, Twitch chat? I put out a tweet, and it was like this lady from this old movie. It's like about aliens. I forget what it's called. But it was like maybe the Panthers just suck, and then the flip just switched, and they started melting the Bruins face off. No Swayman, though.
Yeah.
So that is tough. That is tough. And I feel like you could tell.
You could definitely tell.
Because I don't know if Swayman lets in 6, like in the fashion that they let in 6.
Yeah.
But I mean, wow, the Panthers might be for real, for real.
They might be.
And I feel like we thought and knew they were, but that first game was just so confusing.
It was.
Maybe it's just get your legs under you.
Essentially, the same thing happened in game 2 that happened in game 1, right?
Yeah, literally.
Pretty
just
much.
flip the script. I mean, the Yankees were a free bet. Like, I don't know if they get freer than the Yankees.
I didn't see that.
Literally, I don't know if it gets freer than the Yankees. The only thing. What's up?
You see who they got going today. I saw your tweet. You already know.
Everybody
You already
saw
know
the
what
tweet.
day it is.
Everybody saw the tweet. Stroman Day, Gilbert Day. I mean,
The
sometimes
flip just switched.
the switch flipped. Sometimes the flip just switched. Sometimes the parlays make themselves. And
Sometimes
Logan
they do.
Gilbert Day, Marcus Stroman Day is quite literally an all-time Mikey Overs parlay.
Yeah.
That I cannot wait to place because I'm going to be placing it. Maybe first fives, though. I don't like doing full games when they pitch.
It's plus 250.
Because they get yanked and then you're in moose shit.
plus 250.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, the Mariners are
Plus a hundo.
ice cold.
They're plus a hundo.
Lauren. Don't come in here talking to me about Marcus Stroman. I've been betting on him for 3+ years. I know how much he hates money. Okay? I know how much he hates money. I also know how much Logan Gilbert hates money. But it's their days. Okay? And when it's their days, we ride. Also, people forget I have a season-long entry with Marcus Stroman less than ERA of 3.5. He's only given up like 1 run.
Really?
In his starts, like maximum 1 run in his starts. Even last game when he didn't cash fantasy scores and stuff, he only let up 1 run. So like his ERA is looking sharpy. No way he's a 3.41. No way he's got 3.41.
What's the under?
No, he's got 3.41.
3 what?
Nah, Javon's capping, dude. Javon's literally capping, dude. Yeah, 4. I got it at 4. He's got 3.41.
That's not bad.
That's fine. Like, what? I'll
Yeah,
take
right
that,
there.
dude. What? Yeah, we're right there. And it was a Marcus Stroman lesson, so I'm rooting for good pitching.
Yeah.
Rooting for good pitching.
Lucky lesson.
Logan Gilbert, last 5 on PP fantasy scores. Scary stuff because he's on fuego. He's on fuegs. But it's his day. I don't think you guys understand. Like, I'm going to bet on them regardless. Like, that's just how I bet.
Yeah, it doesn't
like,
matter.
If I got guys, I bet on them. I bet on them. Nah, man. Javon doesn't like to see people happy, man. It's just the BTL way, dude. It's just how they do it, man. It's just a BTL way, man. They got to come in, ruin your day, knock you down a couple pegs. They hate fun. It's just a BTL way. It's just literally the BTL way. The Oilers might need to hang them up.
They might.
A 4-1 melt job?
Yeah.
A 4-1 melt job. A 4-1 melt job. But you know what, though? I don't know why we're shocked. This is what the Oilers do.
Yeah.
They get in big spots, they go up big, and then they melt. Let's go, Beetle. And then they melt. They melt.
That over was also.
The over was free. Literally free 99. The Panthers in that over were free. Shout out Chell God. Shout out to Chell God, who, by the way, hit another Chelle. Wow. He's getting hot.
It's actually
during the playoffs.
crazy.
He's getting hot. And what is he doing? I wonder why he's hot. 2-team bobbers.
Yeah.
It's like no one listens to me. And then it starts working. And then they're like, dude, you know what I got to do? 2-teamers. It's like, no shit, dude. It's like the easiest way to get one through the hoop.
Well, it's because he doesn't have a choice now. There's only 2 games on.
Yeah. And how profitable has he been?
Yeah. So much better.
With just 2 on the slate.
So much better.
Yeah. Somebody get Chelly his broomski. Somebody get Chelly his broomski, please. Except for those Snap exclusives. You're a miss if you're telling those. No, I'm just kidding. we did a playback night. So it's last night where we were ripping the casino, little gambling.
Yeah.
Dude, it was electricity.
Did you guys win some money?
It was electricity. Yeah, dude. We went up like 7K.
Really?
Dude, we went up rack of runes, dude.
Let's go.
Chelly and I were just ripping Tiger Dragon. We were ripping the wheel. We were ripping the stock market. It was sick, dude. We were going nuts, dude. We were playing slots, and I had no idea what was going on. Chelly was just auto spinning, but it was sick, dude. We were having a great time. So if you guys haven't, make sure you tune into our playbacks, Night Sweats. I don't think we're doing one tonight because they're going to the game, but make sure you tune in because we were having fun. We were having a lot of fun. I'll be honest. It was a great time. We were just nuking Dragon Tiger. It was crazy. It was literally crazy.
Is Dragon Tiger like Baccarat?
Dragon Tiger is there's a dragon and a tiger.
You just pick one.
And the higher card wins.
Yeah.
So she takes 2 cards out.
Baccarat. Yeah.
I don't know what Baccarat is.
It's like essentially the same
I don't
thing.
do
Baccarat, there's 2
casino games.
cards instead of 1.
Yeah, Waka. The stock market was nuts. You're betting on a bull or bear market. You either bet like that it's going to go up or down, and it's just like a little thing that can like do whatever you. And it was crazy. It It was crazy. It was crazy. I
That's
think
awesome.
playback you can stream from your laptop. Can you not?
You can stream,
Like watch it?
Yeah.
I think you can watch it from your laptop, Aloha. I
No,
don't
you
know if
can.
that's what you were saying, but you can definitely stream it from your laptop.
Yeah.
Crack the books. You guys had me rolling last night. Yeah, dude. We were sweating the Knicks and then sweating the over and just nuking casino games. Nuking casino games. I just wanted crazy time, dude. That's all I wanted. It's like this wheel. All I wanted was crazy time.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it, dude. We kept getting Pacheco, dude. We kept getting Pacheco. Kept getting Pacheco. All right, let's run the graphic. I got some things I want to talk about. Run that shit. What in the world? The segment where Josh and I talk about what happened in sports last night, especially the news part of it. And I just want to say, I think I've officially cracked into WNBA media.
Really?
And I think they're scared. I think they're scared.
They might be.
Because Kelsey Plum just did an interview talking about Kate Martin. And
Yeah.
she was like, I don't want to say anything because Iowa fans get pretty mad, but I think she's talking about me because I think she thinks I'm an Iowa fan. And I think they all saw what I did to Diana Taurasi on the feed. And I think they're scared to talk shit now.
Really?
And not build up the young women on their teams. Which, you know what? If that's what I did, you're fucking welcome.
Just step in the right
You're
direction right there. That's one step forward.
You're fucking welcome. If you look up the interview, it's like Kelsey Plum, like scared to be like Kate Martin's not the best player on the team. And you know what? You guys better watch it. You better fucking watch it. Because you know what's crazy? And I don't want to talk too much about this because I feel like I've talked about it a little bit too much and the season hasn't even started yet. But the fact that we're still talking shit when Caitlin Clark has literally brought chartered flights to the league is insane.
Yeah.
Hey, Diana, congrats. You don't have to ride Spirit Airlines anymore. You get to ride a chartered plane for the first time in your career. Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe be like, thank God you came into the league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just one time instead of being like, I don't think I said anything that was factually incorrect. I think the young fans are just a little sensitive. It's like, no, you're just a bitch.
She was talking directly to you on that one.
Literally. Like, you're just a bitch. I'm talking directly to you, Diana. You're fucking welcome that you finally can have a chartered plane because Caitlin Clark's going to change your game.
Yeah.
Like, God. Maybe one time be like, I'm so thankful that she's in this league because now we're getting the eyes that we deserve. That I'd be okay with. Like, great. Instead of being like, we've had girls this talented the whole time. Young fans are a little more sensitive. I don't think I said anything infactually correct.
Yeah.
There's a jump from kindergarten to second grade. It's like, okay, Caitlin Clark dropped 30 in a preseason game. What's the jump? What's the jump?
Yeah, there wasn't much.
What's the fucking
and
jump?
she played like half the game.
What's the jump? And I'm going to nuke your last 10 points because you just suck wiener.
They played tonight.
The Mercury?
The Fever.
Oh, the Fever.
They did.
Maybe just have to tap.
Maybe.
Yeah, they're jealous they didn't have the same motion as her, but they think they're as good. Like, hey, Diane, I got news for you. Like, this would happen if you were that good. It's not just because, like, the new age and, like, if you were as good as you thought you were, this would have already happened.
Yeah.
That's the thing that frustrates me. Like, they're all like, I've dominated this league. All the comments are like, Diana's GOAT. You don't know what you're talking about. If Diana Taurasi was as good as you fucks and what she thought she was, this stuff would have already been happening. But the reality is you're moose shit.
That's facts.
And the new age of girls can go to the Met Gala and then a preseason game and still drop buckets. Like,
shout out Angel.
Yeah, shout out the Chicago Sky.
Shout out.
Chicago Sky. Diana's been washed, dude. I think if you put Diana in college against Caitlin Clark in college, it's a fucking shit show.
Jovan, can we not say stuff like that?
Yeah, Maul's beef is
That's insane.
What did I see last night? I'm going to tell you about. Oh, man. It's going to fucking kill me.
I got something if you want to think about it.
Yeah, you go.
Dude, the Pacers have submitted 78 call complaints in the first 2 games.
Like sore losing bitching.
78.
Literally sore losing bitching. Like, okay.
40 a game.
Sore losing bitching. Like, shut the fuck up.
Actually insane.
Like, shut the fuck
How
up.
are there even that many fouls called in a game?
Dude, like,
you know what I mean?
actually,
Like 40, like 30. Okay, so 39 a game. How many fouls are called in an NBA game? Like, I feel like it's like 40.
like, dude, it's got to stop.
They're
It's
bitching
gotta
for no reason.
It literally, like, it has to stop.
I
has
stand
to
with the
stop.
Pacers, dudes.
It has to stop.
It's all from Ricardo. Yeah, I mean, he bitches
It
the whole
has to
time.
stop. Social media amplified Caitlin Clark's talent way better than any promo 15 years ago. Probably because there's no talent to amplify because Diana Taurasi is not even that good.
Yeah, she's
Sorry,
really
not
not.
to step back into that, but
She's really
dude, you know what though? I'm tired of the fucking Pacers, dude. You're playing 5 guys a night.
Yeah.
Beat them. Sorry. Beat him.
Nothing else to it, really.
Sorry. Like, beat him.
Brunson
Sorry.
Born Burners.
Yeah, Rick Carlisle, you look like a bitch every time you get in there. Like, you know, we saw 25 plays that we thought were incorrectly refed, but the other team sees when you submit them, so we didn't submit them, but we had 25 plays that we'd like, okay, then submit them.
Yeah.
You're just scared that you're going to look like a bitch when the league is like, well, that's a foul.
Yeah.
No, that's a foul.
Hasn't he done that his entire career?
That's a foul.
I feel like Carlisle's always
bitching,
done that.
dude. Just bitching. Reggie Miller sideline being like, I own this city. He's like 5-27 against the Knicks.
Yeah.
Just shut up. Like, shut the fuck
like
up.
your best rivalry was against John Starks, who'd be like probably a backup guard.
Who would literally be JJ Brett at the end of his career. John Starks is JJ Brett. Literally JJ Brett at the end of his career.
That's so
McConnell's JJ came on Night Sweats for like a second. He was just standing there and I was like, yo, Charlie, ask JJ what it was like having to watch TJ McConnell guard Jalen Brunson. Must have been hell.
Yeah.
Must have been hell.
JJ Straight is great.
It's been hell. Imagine being TJ McConnell. You gotta lace up the shoes knowing you gotta guard Jalen Brunson all night. I mean, that's
probably
not
shit. Fun.
That's
he had 12 assists. I saw.
Shit.
Oh, but we're not going to talk about him going less than his points. We're not going to talk about that. I told you that was the play.
What?
His less than points. TJ's less than points.
I don't remember that.
What? You said you wouldn't take it. You like.
What was your play ended up being? It was like some moose shit blocks and steals.
It was. I forgot what it was. But he had 10 points. The one that I told you to take.
You are ice cold, dude. Andrew Nemhard rebounds like that is just.
I gave you a winner and you wouldn't take it.
What are we doing, dude?
I gave you a winner.
But you know, like, do you know this? You and Krabs are the same. Like, I'm not taking lessons.
Yeah, but then don't ask me for a winner. That's the winner.
Or maybe just fit the confines of the show that we're building and don't give me fucking lessons. Krabs, every time we do, every time. Literally, there has not been one time when we do a collab house parlay, when we do a collab prize picks entry on the road, he always puts a lesson in it. It's like, dude, for one time, just be fun. One time.
Okay. Noted.
One time, Krabs. We're literally building a house prize picks entry, and you got me betting on CJ Abrams' lesson, which I didn't even bet. I had to take it out.
Well, there you go. You're welcome. You probably fucking SmackDown.
But I don't like fading you, so I'm not going to take the more than on the less than.
I know. Look, we will start tailoring these, okay, and make them Mikey specials. No less than allowed. Okay, only fun, no less than. I'm in.
Krabs, I want to give you the stage for a second. I'm sure you guys are going to do it on BTL, but there was a lot of shit talking going on about the Canucks when they went down early, and I just want to give you the floor on TMA just for a little bit because I know you guys are going to talk about it on BTL. Sure. Hopefully, we get a steamed Krabs, but I just want to give you the floor for like a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, look, hockey games don't end in the first period. Hockey games end after 3. I'm no rocket scientist. I'm no mathematician, but there's 3 periods in hockey, and they needed all of them. Okay, and they dominated in the third. I mean, I was in REM sleep. I'm not going to lie to you, but I went back and watched the highlights. That was the game of the fucking year.
Game of the year.
Game of the year, comeback. Vancouver has so much mojo, so much swag. They were never out of it that game at all. To all the people who just prey on our downfall, for all the people who don't tail the winners, don't tail the squad rides, and just bitch after 1 period, I'm happy because you look like a fucking idiot posting tweets under these fucking posts, posting replies saying that's a no shit wager. Buddy, have you ever bet on a sport before? Wait till the fucking end of the game. You ever heard of a comeback? Because we just had an incredible one last night at Plus Chick. What a game.
Unbelievable.
What a game.
Unbelievable. And I'll tell you what, Krabs, the only thing I was on in that game was the over because I was scared to bet either side. And I'll tell you what, that first period, I was literally on the playback with Chelly, and I was like, dude, this Canucks offense might be the worst in the league the way they're playing right now.
They look
like,
bad.
I can't. I was like, dude, this over is not going to go over unless the Oilers score 7 goals. And then the second and third period happened. And I was like, holy shit, I don't even know where the Canucks are getting these goals from.
Pulling them out of their ass.
Literally out of cheek.
Unbelievable. I mean, they were never out of it. So much heart from the Canucks. If there's one word I could describe that team, it's heart. It's grit. Blue collar, right? They might not have the biggest stars, but my goodness, they've had an unbelievable season. When is the last time the Canucks have ever won anything? When's the last time people believed in them? I like this Canucks team. I might make them my wagon in the playoffs.
Dude, Beeve has been
names that are just grinding.
Beeve's been in quail lately.
Yeah, W. Beeve tweet last night. Appreciate that one, my man.
Beeve has been in quail. The
I think he
Vikings
said-
tweet about JJ McCarthy. Like, I just feel bad for him. He's
Yeah.
That one was
nailed.
hilarious. When he's bitching about JJ, and then an hour later, he's like, "All right, I'm fully in. This guy's."
But you know what, though? I feel like that's what you got to do
That's
as
just good
fans. That's what I
content.
did with Liam Entenmann, the goalie for the Atlas. Like, sometimes you
Exactly.
just got to bitch and then be like, all right, I'm bought in, but I just needed to get that out of my system.
That's facts.
Jovan, I don't know if you can call the Nucks defense a great wall when they let up 4 goals. I just don't know if that's how that works.
They locked in late.
I just
mean,
feel
that
like we
second
might be
period-
loosely using Great Wall.
Yeah, second half of that game, they were Great Wall.
Great
First half
Wall
of
is
the
Slam
game-
in game 1. That's Great Wall.
First half of the game, legs were wide open.
Or Shesterkin when we literally have Megs on the Canes. That's Great Wall. Like, that was just moose shit, dude.
So are we taking the Canes today, or are we taking the Canes today? What's good?
Dude, yeah, let's surf some slate. I'm fucking down. Can we run the graphic real quick? Welcome back to Surf Slavers, Slate Surfers, Surf Slaters, where we are going to surf some slate with Krabs on a Thursday. Krabs, I do want to start with baseball because we got early games, and then I do want to talk about the Canes, but it's Marcus Stroman and Logan Gilbert Day. I just want to make you aware. I'm not saying you have to bet, but I just want to make you aware that it's Logan Gilbert and Marcus Stroman Day. Just so you're aware. Just want it on your radar.
I mean, Mike, not a great sign for Logan Gilbert with that 1.69 ERA. No wonder why he's your guy, first off.
Dude,
Against Pablo Lopez with that 4 ERA, and we're seeing the Twins laying -120. I mean, the Twins have been on fire. Both these teams do have similar records, though. I feel like Minnesota's look like one of the best teams to overperform in baseball. Seattle, somehow still 3 games over 500 without even playing well yet, which is impressive. If I was a Mariners fan, I'd feel pretty good about my squad right now because they're still doing what they need to do, and they're not even playing well. This line screams Pablo Lopez throws a fucking gem. Totals down 6.5, 7, depends on where you look. That's low as shit with how bad he's looked recently. This is going to be a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel. It's going to be a good one. I'll be on the
And I feel like I wouldn't even hate if you bet the Twins because the Mariners bats just cannot bail him out whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's got the Scherzer syndrome when the Nats couldn't hit for shit, and Scherzer would just go out there and pitch 7.5, 1-run ball, and they'd lose 1-0, and I'd be ripping my fucking hair out. That's kind of what Logan Gilbert's getting right now. 0 offensive support. Just overall, the Mariners' offense looks kind of weak. We need your guy J-Rod to step up. I like Minnesota in this spot. No disrespect to Logan Gilbert, but the line tells all in this game.
I also love this nerfy.
Sure.
Not that I'm a nerfy guy, but this just reeks of a nerf.
It's probably juicy, but you know what? It's going to
Definitely
smack. I mean, the total's down to 7. So
Definitely
I can definitely
juicy.
get down with that. Sure.
Marcus Stroman against the Astros, that feels like a donk.
Yeah, and you know, I don't hate the Yankees on the ML tonight. The Astros are actual moose shit, 12-24. They're not good. We got to stop betting on them. They get line respect because their roster, because their history, because they got all these vets like Altuve and Co. But they stink. They're moose. Blanco has been really good for them. One of the few bright spots, I will say. But this total at 8.5, I don't know how much higher they could really make it with these 2 good arms on the bump. I mean, Stroman's been great. Blanco's been better, which is crazy. The guy was like literally unhittable for the first month of the season. But the juice baseballs are out in this series. I don't know if you picked up on that or not, but plenty of runs to go around the first 2 games in this series, minus, Houston's shit offense. But even they got involved late in that game last night. I think we see runs once again in this game. I don't think Stroman shoves. Do think the Yankees pull out the win, gun to my head in GTA, but I think we get another juice baseballs game. I mean, it's Houston Yankees. People are watching it. What a series for Manfred to get those baseballs out of the back and break them out, get them all ready. They're fucking flying in this series. We see the same thing tonight that we've seen the last 2 games.
Flying. Big Dog Bets is walking into the sports book. He needs it now. Is it the Giants over the Rockies?
Ooh. Against Cal Quantrill? I mean, yeah, I like it. I don't love it. I mean, the Rockies are so fucking bad. We've only seen unders and cores this year because their offense can't even do anything. They're a joke. They did put up 6 last night. They've lost 4 games in a row. I do think San Fran probably pulls out the sweep. I'm not a big win guy. Their starter today, but Cal Quantrill is Patrick Corbin vibes. He's going to get moosed. I do lean the Giants -160.
And I just want to put on your radar, I'm taking the Royals again. I just can't stop.
Okay.
I can't stop.
I don't blame you.
Stop.
Michael Wacha is a favorite on the road. Sure. Royals still not getting much line respect. Angels getting weird line respect all season. They still are in this spot. I'm not falling for it. The Angels are one of those teams that they get the line respect. They're a short dog. I'm like, what the fuck is good with this? And they lose 9-1. And I'm thinking, all right, let's just put that team off to the side. They're moose shit. It's baseball. You got to use half baseball brain, half sharp brain. You can't go full sharp brain or you're going to lose some serious coins. And the Angels are one of those teams that I don't care what the lines are at. Just keep fading them. Give me the Royals. Give me the trophies.
No, that's what I'm saying. Just give me the Royals. I'm all in on the Royals. Krabs. You dropped a mini Meg game 2. Game 3, we're going back to Carolina. They're minus 170.
I mean, if they don't win, I don't know what I'm going to do. I will have units.
I think the Rangers might just be a better team.
The Rangers at plus chick this year, kind of like what I was just talking about. These teams that are, getting no line respect and they end up fucking, coming through, or the teams that get too much and they never come through. The Rangers at plus money this year have been a fucking wagon. That's all I've seen in my replies recently. They're like, the Rangers once again at plus chicken. They've come through. I'm not going to put the fucking house on the Carolina Hurricanes tonight. Not going to happen, but I will have a couple units on that ML at minus 165. They play much better at home all year, and I think they limit the mistakes in front of their home crowd this time, and they don't fuck up and not score on a power play 10 times in a game.
I mean, I'm not even kidding. That was one of the saddest displays of power plays I've seen in my life from the Hurricanes. Even getting one in overtime, like not finishing and not even looking like they had the capability of finishing was incredible.
Yeah, just wasted opportunities. They didn't earn it, right? I'm not even going to say they should have won that game. They shouldn't have. They didn't go out and earn anything. They didn't go out and get anything. In this spot at home, though, everything changes for Carolina. Igor on the road, that's massive, right? He's night and day on the road as opposed to home where he's the best goalie of all time. So, yeah, I like Carolina's chances in this game.
Wow, so we're going back. But we're not dropping Meg.
We're going back. We're not dropping a Meg. Okay, we're being responsible. Okay, I got some serious units back last night. Went 3-0 on the big 3. Feeling okay. Cut the losses from that mini Meg. We'll go, 2 or 3 units probably on the ML today. Nothing crazy.
Let's fucking go, Krabs. 3-0 is fucking huge. That's Broomski level.
Somebody grab it.
That's Broomski level. The Avs Stars, I feel like, again, not to be rude to our Stars fans in chat, but I mean, I'm just going to keep taking the Avs. Like, I just feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like, especially with Trent and Chelly going 2 game, one of them is going to have a Stars ticket or the over. Probably goes to overtime because as a company, we're incapable of going to a Stars game that ends in reg. Probably just take the Avs again.
I mean, yeah, I hate to say it, but I wouldn't be fading the Avs until they lose the game. They look fucking good right now. I mean, that comeback in game 1 was insane. Bless Dallas's hearts. I mean, they deserve one. They're fucking due, right? We've already seen Colorado do it, but this Avs offense looks unbeatable right now. And even with the Stars coming out hot in game 1, taking that lead, it didn't even matter. What more could the Stars have done in that game?
Lauren, I didn't know you were going. No one tells me. Okay,
it's Lauren, Shelley, Trent, and Fruity.
I think, yeah, some of the squad's going tonight to go watch the Stars boots on grounds. Sure.
And the Avs are gonna
boots on ground,
melt their face.
The Avs are probably gonna win. I hate to say it, but I hope I'm jinxing it.
I don't hate this over either, dude. I feel like if you're gonna beat the Avs, you got to score with them. Like it's it's literally impossible to stop the Avs from scoring 3 or less goals. It feels like.
Yeah, and they give up the most goals out of any team in the playoffs as well. They've given up 3 goals per game in the playoffs. So, yeah, there should be points.
Krabs, did you say the over in the Yankees-Astros game? Nick in Twitch is asking.
Yes, that over, just like last night, Jovan was right. I was wrong, although I did hop on it late, talking about it on BTL. It felt like a game where we were going to get cheesed and they close, with 8 runs and we get hooked. But, I mean, once again, the juice baseballs were absolutely flying. If you watch the game, baseballs were taking flight. Those were not the same baseballs that we were using the first 2 months of the fucking season. Those are not Mima and Peepaw's baseballs. No.
Flying. Literally flying.
And they're going to fly again tonight.
Krabs, I might have a system play on the board.
Ooh, give me.
And I just want to hear you out. I just want you to hear me out. I mean, just hear me out. I've been watching the Mavs very closely. Last game they're plus 3.5. Now they're plus 5.5. Obviously, Vegas is saying the Mavs are the worst team. Here's my thing about the Mavs, though. The Mavs love to sell away game 1 because it seems like Jason Kidd does no pre-work. He does no pre-series work. He rolls the team out there, and then he sees how they play. And for whatever reason, the Mavs come out in game 2, and they have a game plan. If you watch game 1, there was no game plan. They didn't know how to stop SGA. They couldn't stop the 3. They couldn't get anything going on offense. It just feels like Jason Kidd rolls them out there and is like, fuck game 1. We're just going to see what they do. Game 2 and the rest of the series, we saw it against Clippers, whatever it is, it's like Jason Kidd somehow comes out with an actual game plan. So I might leave the points at the door and take the Mavs money line because I think we might be, as a public, buying the Thunder a little too high.
Yep.
And you're getting two guys that have playoff experience, getting their teeth kicked in game one, now coming into game two, knowing what to expect.
You literally just bricked up Primer. Primer is stiff.
Bricked.
The time is now.
The time is now. No, he loves now or never. He loves the now or never bit. That's what they use when they beat the Heat and then like fucking whatever it was. But dude, I feel like it's the Mavs plus 5.5 because I think if you watched that game, they had no game plan. And for whatever reason, Jason Kidd, I don't think he's a great coach, but he just loves to give away game ones.
Maybe he's losing on purpose.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what it feels like when you watch them playing game ones. It literally feels like Jason Kidd does no pre-series work and is like not building any new sets, not looking at how they play, and just runs them out there and sees what happens, and then they get their tits blown off.
I like this. I like the Mavs on the road tonight. I don't know if I'll be on spread. I don't know if I'll be on ML. I don't hate going for the jugular and just taking the ML. I feel like this Mavs team is a team of destiny this year. It's felt
I love it.
Game
like
one,
I just love it because it just feels like a Jason Kidd system.
Yeah, and I like it too, just the spot. They got blown out in game one. They hung around, and then, towards the end, OKC pulled away, won by like 20 or something like that. Spreads around the same number it was in game one. OKC looks free, right? I like Dallas's veterans to bounce back in game two. OKC,
Dude, I do too.
OKC in game one, that spread looked a little bit fat for OKC. It was some serious respect, and they came through and they covered. That was the sharp side. I'd say in game two here, with the spread being very, very similar, OKC looks way too easy. Dallas is the sharp side tonight.
I agree, dude. I really want to take them.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'll be on my next capacity. I might be on the points though. I might be grabbing them.
I mean, yeah, I'll take the 5.5 for sure. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't going to sprinkle Mavs money line on my book.
Sure, as you should.
What do you think about the over in that game? It was at 218 game one. We didn't reach it because the Mavs couldn't score enough. I think it literally finished at 216 because the fucking Thunder came out and looked like the 16 Warriors. But, dude, I think if the Mavs after game one can get it going a little bit, listen, here's my thing. I don't think the Mavs, regardless of how good defensively they come out tonight, are going to be able to stop the Thunder from scoring more than 100 points. Like, the Thunder are just a team that are going to get their points. You just have to be able to make sure that when they get them in bunches, you don't go down on a 15-2 run or like what the Knicks did last night to the Pacers and went on like a 28-4 run over 5 minutes. So I think this over could be a play.
I agree. I think it's a great sign seeing the total in game two open up at 219.5, which was actually half a point higher than game's one total that went under, right? So game one goes under after everybody's obviously on the over. Everyone's always betting overs in the playoffs. They want the fun. Typically unders hit more. Okay, that's just how it goes. But in this game with that total opening up after the first game soared under, I don't mind this over. And I think if Dallas wants to win or cover, the game's probably going to have to go over. Yeah, I'm with you.
Luka did also just get snubbed.
Dude, both of them did. You have an MVP revenge game for both of them. You got Luka playing SGA, two of the guys, which, by the way, I did want to say this. I don't know if you saw this, Krabs, but the fact that Shaq on national television had Jokic on and said, listen, man, I'm going to keep it real with you. I think SGA should have won, but congratulations. Like, that is one of the most scumbag moves of all time. Once he wins the award, there's no point in doing that to him to his face. I get if you want to go on First Take or at halftime and talk about it, but to have him up there and say that to his face just feels like one of the more scumbag things of all time. Like, there's no point in saying that to him.
I agree. I will say I'd rather him say it to his face than say it just on the broadcast without him able to defend himself. I think,
but it's like Jokic is never going to defend. Jokic is never going to be like, well, they gave me the trophy. Like, he was literally like, yeah, I mean, I understand. Like, people have their opinions. That's why you have your own opinion. A good answer. But yeah, like, I just feel like that was just fucked up.
It was definitely weird. It probably was funnier in Shaq's head before he said it, and it just kind of turned out him looking like a dick. I mean, look, Shaq and Chuck and that crew, they don't miss much, right? That's probably the best, pre-post game basketball show out there, just sports show. They're goats. So I'll give him a pass here. It was definitely weird and stupid and mean. And I didn't like it, but at least he said it to his face, I guess. In my eyes, that's better than him saying it just on the broadcast without Jokic being able to defend himself. But you're right. What the fuck's he going to do? He's like, the most mellow-tempered, I guess, like off the courts, quiet, I guess you could call him a little bit. He wasn't going to clap back, right? Not on national TV. He was kind of shocked, right? He was like, oh, well, yeah, I guess a couple people thought, a little nitpicky, maybe some people thought this. Everyone has opinions. I thought he handled it okay. He tried to make a joke, but yeah, overall, Shaq just looks like a dickhead.
Yeah, it's just like tough. And then to end the question, like to say that to him and then end the question would be like, how do you bounce back down 2-0? It's like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to address the fact that you just clowned me on national TV, or am I supposed to talk about that we're down 2-0?
Could have been some motivation, Ben saying, right? They're down in the series. Maybe he's trying to, kick him into gear. The three-time MVP in the last 4 years. I don't know. I'm not Shaq.
I could see it.
But, at least he said it to his face. It was weird. Don't get me wrong.
Krabs, I need you to remove, possibly lobotomize the part of my brain that just wants to take the Celtics every game, because I don't think the Cavs are good at all. And I just think the Celtics are look-aheading to the Eastern Conference Finals watching this Knicks series, but also keeping in mind that they need to beat the shit out of the Cavs every single night. And I just don't think the Cavs have what it takes to hang with them in a single game.
So let's look back at the series Boston had against Miami, right? Yep. Miami got one in game 2, I believe. I think that was it. And then they went on to win the next 3 games, and it was done. They won the series 4-1. I wouldn't be surprised if Cleveland hangs around in game 2 after they got the fucking brakes beaten off in game 1, right? The Celtics team for the last not only week, but last 2-3 months at the end of the season have been just waiting for competitive games, competitive basketball. They haven't played many. They've been in first place the whole fucking season, by far the best team in the NBA. A team like that, sitting with their feet up, fat, happy, and complacent, I typically don't like backing, but the Celtics are extremely talented. They're operating, very, very efficiently. And overall, they've done their job in the playoffs, right? Besides maybe a slip up in that game 2. I wouldn't be surprised if the gritty Cavs come out and play some defense tonight and keep this within the number. I wouldn't be laying the Celtics, but I would say this is probably the only game I'd think about targeting the Cavs. We'll learn a lot about this game. If Boston's locked in, they'll easily take care of business, win by 20, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a Heat game 2 type. Cleveland keeps it within 10 plus.
I think that all it is that Cleveland just has to shoot an insane percentage from 3, right? To have any chance in a game in the series. They got to get hot.
Which I don't love.
Yeah,
for obviously. Cleveland's, not an offensive juggernaut. They win with defense, but I think that's something nobody's talking about either. This Cavs team, what they did all season, they won with defense overall, right? They got those big guys in the paint. I think Jared Allen's back. I would love a confirmation in chat, but we haven't talked about a lot of defense in the playoffs this year. Who's to say Boston, comes out a little slow, a little complacent after a big-time Game 1 win? They haven't really played a competitive series in months. Who's to say the Cavs don't come out motivated and keep it within 10? I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either, but dude, I don't know. This might just be like the series where the Celtics just beat, because the Heat got one, and then the Celtics were like, all right, we're not taking the foot off the gas. Like, we're just going to beat the shit out of you for 3 straight games.
Chat's right as well. They're talking about it's going to have to be Garland who figures it out. And yeah, it's all going to come down to Garland. He's been moose shit the whole fucking, playoffs for the most part. If he doesn't ball out tonight, and he really didn't do much in game 1, if he doesn't come through, they're probably not going to cover. He's been moose shit. But we know that kid's a star, right? I'm curious what his prize pick square is at today. I bet you it's weirdly high.
Well, Jared Allen didn't play game 1 either. I just want to keep that in mind. Someone said he wasn't at shoot around. He didn't play game 1. He was in street clothes. So I don't know if he's going to be active tonight.
He might be out. Yep. Okay. Yeah, Garland's at 16.5. I mean, he's coming off 12 and 14.
From 15.5 to 16.5.
Yeah. Got bumped up, you're saying?
Yeah, okay. That's what someone said in chat.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely a crabby square that I could get behind for this game. Darius Garland to wake the fuck up and carry this offense, because that's the only chance they really have to cover, in my opinion.
Yeah.
D. Mitch is going to do his thing. He's going to drop 35 on, an inefficient 40 shots or whatever, but they need that. They need somebody to take over and score. I think it could be Garland who's the one who ends up, pushing them over the finish line and keeping this game within 10.
I agree.
I just don't know, dude.
So, Krabs, I told Mikey before the series that it's Cavs money line the first 2 games, and that they're going to steal one of them. So, obviously,
yeah,
I'd
steal
game 1.
Plan. I would stick to the game plan.
Just got to stick to it.
I would stick to it. And then if they lose today, it's probably over, right?
Yeah,
if they lose today, Jared Allen probably packs it up. His legs are fucked. What's there to play for down 0-2, in a series against the best team in the NBA? But tonight.
Just tonight.
Mm-hmm. I'm in.
Let's go.
We got a sub bang from Sky OG. What's up?
Let's go, Sky.
Krabs, let's go. Let's go, Sky. W's. Appreciate it.
Who are we earmarking for some possible PP squares? I'll tell you one that I do like. One that I do like, Krabs,
Give me.
Is Luka field goals attempted. I feel like there's just a chance that he comes out here and drops a 50 ball. Like, I wouldn't be shocked by a Luka 50 ball in game 2.
Can somebody in chat confirm that his PRA is higher today after he really hasn't cashed it at all? It's up to 50.5. I believe it was in the high 40s the last couple games. Because if that's the case, it might just be Luka takeover season.
Like, I really know you. I know you don't like betting on guys like that, but I just feel like I don't know what it is. I know he's a little banged up, but I just feel like he is just ready to explode in GTA.
Krabs, I'm standing at the kiosk. Is it Reds ML? Yes, it is. It's
Wow.
Reds ML. Lock that shit in.
Did you just
Lock that shit
affirm Reds?
Lock that shit in, yeah. I like the Reds today. They haven't won a game in forever. They're a favorite today. They got Hunter Green on the bump. Give me the Reds. I'm in.
No way, you just affirmed.
Ben saying he thought it was higher last time, 52.5 for one game. Maybe that's what it was at. Okay. Yeah, that scares me. I'm off that. Maybe it is his field goal attempts then.
Wow.
Let's see what our guy not Kawhi, Kyrie is at for tonight. I'm curious. Because I kind of like Kyrie in this series. Like, nobody talks about it enough, but Kyrie is one of the clutchest guys, in the past decade or two in the NBA. That guy has an unbelievable track record in the playoffs. His stats are insane in the playoffs. I feel like in elimination games, he steps up. He's low-key clutch. He said some weird comments. He doesn't think the earth is round, whatever. We'll leave that off to the side. But Kyrie Irving, I mean, not only is he having some of the most fun I've seen him have, like you tweeted the other day, Mike, he seems like he's having a jolly good time down there being a leader. He's kind of living up to it with the points and backing it up. I wouldn't mind taking his more than 24 today. Get a 25
he feels like he's having fun, and we haven't seen him have fun since he was on the Cavs, dude.
Yeah, and remember what he did with the Cavs when he carried them to a fucking championship, low-key?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Shout out Malik. I think Kyrie respects coins, chat. I will say. I think he does.
So is it Kyrie Day?
I think it's Kyrie Day.
Okay, I don't hate that. You go to the guy that's really been there before to get you out of a tough spot when your real star's banged up.
I wouldn't even hate the PRA. Looks like his assist line's pretty high. His points line's pretty high. Who knows what he's going to do, but, why limit yourself to one stat category? Why not just take him PRA to go fucking nuclear tonight? And just
Dude, I could get in on Kyrie PRA. Yeah,
because if he doesn't go more than his 32.5 PRA, which looks pretty high considering he had 24 in 2 of the last 3 games, if he doesn't go more than that, there's no fucking chance the Mavs win this game, in my opinion. And I think he carries. And I like that his lines are high. Give me Kyrie's PRA. That could be a little the morning after squad ride for today.
Dude, that feels so
good.
I
like that.
And by the way, Krabs, I did call a Bobby Witt home run yesterday with the Royals money line. Insanely tapped out of the kid.
People were tailing that shit.
Insanely.
Hell yeah.
Why do I feel like Krabs? We might just get an Ellie De La Ding Dong today.
It's been a couple days, huh?
Been a couple days, Krabs.
I want to see if they have that run square up again like they did yesterday. They had a nasty... Oh, they do have it, but it's a goblin today. After it didn't hit yesterday, it's a Reddit out chart, and it was fucking normal square. Today, it's a goblin, which means it's super juiced on the books. Wow. He's crossing home plate. That I know. Maybe it's just by hitting a fucking nuke. Jovan seems like he's tapped in, and he's in. And if he says he's in on Ellie, he's checking every fucking stat matchup, XFIP, for Ellie every fucking day. It could be the one. Let's see him get off the schneid here.
It might be an Ellie De La Ding Dong day.
I'm really liking the Reds on the ML. Maybe a little too much. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, Reds ML early. I will be on the Twins ML, fading your guy Gilbert. I'm not happy about it.
Hey, man, you do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do out here in this economy.
Yeah, you do what you got to do.
And give me that over in Yankee Stadium as well. I think we see those juice baseballs again.
I'm down. Let's do it. I'm down.
Yeah.
All right, well, that brings us to 11:30, Krabs. I don't want to bleed into BTL today. So as always, Krabs Thursdays, we love when you come on. Thank you so much. We love you.
Wait, sure. Krabby, before you go, I need some redemption. So we're cooking up a 3-teamer, prize picks, and we're smacking it. I assume that you want Kyrie PRA.
Yeah, I feel like we got to put that in there.
I love that. Love that.
I've got other squares too, though.
I've got a less than for Mikey today, but it's a good less than. We're going to take Matt Fitzpatrick less than 71 strokes.
So technically, that's like taking him more than.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're backing the guy to do good, right?
Yeah,
it is.
It's a good less than.
Okay.
A less than for a pitcher and a less than for a golfer are the same thing. You're rooting for good performances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Fitzpatrick,
pitcher categories.
One of the best guys in wet conditions, and it rained all morning there, so he's going to come out and shoot low.
Matty Fitz.
Yes, sir.
All reliable. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And I think we put Ellie Goblin run.
Love it.
Ooh.
I love that.
Ellie Goblin run.
Kyrie PRA and Matt Fitzpatrick less than. That
Talk
feels
about a diversified portfolio.
so
for Cleveland
good.
Sports.
We could also just throw Caitlin Clark in there for half point if we want.
Is she in there for no?
You know, that could be the time.
I can't do 25.
That could be the time to do that.
I need to nuke
for
it.
Tuesday and let it splooge in a couple days.
I need to nuke it.
Oh wait, is that not tonight?
No.
Oh,
No,
it's
isn't
not.
it
Damn, I thought those
next
were the
week, bro.
I thought they had the lines up for the
It's Tuesday.
All right, so we got Ellie, more than half a run Goblin. We got Kyrie, more than 32.5 PRA. And we've got Matt Fitzpatrick, less than 71 strikes.
I love it. I actually love that.
Okay. I'm in.
I love that.
I'm in. Mikey, give us some motivation. All right. Take your time. No rush.
Let's
Appreciate
do it.
you guys having me on. All right, chat. Stick around for BTLs.
As always, dude. As always. As always. We like to end every episode with a little inspiration, a little motivation. I feel like watching this Knicks team, I also might have got a TikTok that just like changed the way my brain is wired when I watch these three play. But I think it's a great lesson of just have fun, man. Like the Knicks are just having fun, dude. Like Jalen, Josh, and Dante, they're just having fun. They're competing. They're going as hard as they can, but they're having fun. And I feel like not enough times in our life do we allow room for fun. It's okay to be chasing the dreams we talked about. It's okay to be setting goals for dreams, but having fun while you're doing it, man. I think, something that a mentor told me a long time ago is you spend too much time looking up at the mountaintop, you're going to miss all the steps you're taking along the way. And I feel like the fun part is looking down at your feet as you're climbing the mountain for the dream that you're chasing and having fun, dude. Have fun during the process so that you can enjoy the result. Because when you're having fun in the process, the result feels that much sweeter. But when you're just chasing the result, you get to the result. That's why you don't feel fulfilled, because you had no fun getting there. And now you feel like, I got to chase something else. So on a Thursday, do me a favor, leave some room for some fun, man. Just have a little bit of fun on your way to chasing that dream that we talked about. When we're setting those goals, don't be afraid to, a little bit, take it deep. I did that one. Let's move on to the next one. But we had fun while we're doing it. All right. I love you guys. As always, take one step forward for me. It gets easier every day you do it. I'm not asking you to sprint. I'm not asking you to jog. Just get up and take one step forward with me. And by the end of the year, we might just be sprinting. I love you guys so much. You stay right here. We got BTL coming up next. Same stream, same place. Do not close the tab. Tune into them and listen to all the sharp plays that you need on a Thursday. We will not be here Friday, but we're going to cook something up today to be able to drop just in case you guys have a little itch for TMA. Good morning, good afternoon, good night from the morning after. We love you guys so much. Let's go have